You know, it occurs to me that I have an itch.io page and I haven't been using it, and yeah, I don't know why it just happened to like slip my mind that I have one, because then I could throw this mod and others up without too much pain, I guess, is how, that's not exactly the word I want to use, but yeah, I mean, it'd be the nicest way. Of course, I'd have to prepare everything again, but for the most part, it wouldn't be a bad idea, I think, unless someone can tell me why it's a bad idea, but anywho, I could drop this ceiling onto level 2 here, but I mean, there's no real reason why. I'm not doing some weird challenge run where I'm trying to beat side bosses with characters in my party, so I mean, we're gonna do this and head out. That said, how much rifle ammo do I have? I don't remember how much it takes. Why do I not? Well, I have more than enough rifle ammo, that I know for sure. But nonetheless, it would be nice to count, just in case I can do some more kiting into trapping and then shooting with rifle ammo. Rifle ammo. Oh my goodness, my words. But, yeah, if you didn't already hear about it, does that actually affect me? I don't remember. Anywho. Yeah, if you didn't hear, I was working on a few things, not just Termina stuff, so, I mean, yeah, my plate's filled with food, and I can't really think of much else to do. That said, I think I'm full on shillings, but, you know, it's not guaranteed I get shillings from boxes, but it would probably be a good idea to stop, nonetheless. Actually, I have lockpicking as well. I didn't need to do any of that, but it's too late now, so, you know, I could try to humor this, if for no other reason than to just shoot these things, so let's do this. Oh my goodness, let me run away, though. While I do the... Well, can you not zigzag like that and confuse me? Oh my goodness, it takes so long to shoot, by the way. You really have to go around that? Oh my goodness, he's trying to cut me off, please. 4? Was it 4? Well, we're gonna find out right now. So, I hit him 3 times, at least from the sound effects I heard, unless it was bugged out. But yeah, apparently 4. So, with that said, let's do the same to the others. Although I will not go down because there is a death mask there, and I don't know. I know I triggered one. I didn't trigger the others, but I mean, I had lockpicking. I didn't need to do the thing I just did. On top of that, I don't want to fight Samurai yet, because I don't even have the fluted set. So, to avoid weird things, and if this thing could just not, you know, kind of freeze there menacingly, that would be nice. But as long as I can shoot him, I don't really mind. There's another one here somewhere. No? Are we going crazy? Okay, well, if I get chased by one, then, let's hope I have at least a booby trap. If I don't, well, away I go. But yeah, did I step on... I did step on that one, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Just making sure. But yeah, I do have to step on this Crimson Father over here. And if there's another one, well, we're gonna find out. I think he does. Does he run? Does this one run? I can't remember. Anywho. Well... the important part is that I wanted to come here to loot stuff, so it's not like I have to go into those things. Those vases don't have anything either, so really, this is all the looting I would want to do. And then down here is another possible Sylvian. I'm really only thinking about Sylvian most of the time, but... yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine for now. I also have Venushka. I could go back to the Mayor's Manor. Either way, I would need to, do I want to go now? I don't want to go this way, actually. I don't want to go this way because of the... Well... Again, well, to say it, not again, because I haven't said this yet, but, yeah, you know what? We're going to go through this way. If a death mask spawns, I have shotgun rounds for it, so, I mean, I don't want to use Executioner, but this is kind of unavoidable, because eventually I want to use shotgun rounds, and whether or not they insta-kill things or not, I mean... I'm shrugging real life. But what I wanted to say is, if I reach the end of this playthrough in this video, you're gonna see. Otherwise, I mean, you'll probably just skip it. If you've been listening up to this point, yeah, feel free to skip. But if I have a booby trap, that would be nice. I mean, let's find out. Yeah, I have one, so I could also take these heads here, but... Okay, so he didn't spawn yet, but we're gonna find out if he does. I really should just defeat those Moon Scorched there, but I've decided not to. I am also walking the wrong way, so hey. Yeah, we can afford to lose an arm, theoretically, but, let's just get the fluted set. So I'm basically going to be wasting a lot of real life time, mine and yours. I mean, if you consider that a waste of time, but we're really going here to at least get the fall. That way, when I go to the temple area, I can immediately put the armor on. That said, do I need the hardened heart then? It'd be a good safeguard, but I think what I'm actually going to do is, also, is this priest here, by the way? He is. I think I could snipe him through the wall, right? Yeah. So, that's not the best use of shotgun ammo, but I mean, if you had to, I wouldn't really blame anyone for doing it. So, he gives me a soul stone, and I get his head for it, so 1 1/3 soul stone. But, more importantly, this Venushka, is this Venushka? I'm just gonna make sure I'm not going to take any risk. I'm going crazy right now. You would think I would remember this, I don't. So, yeah, okay, it is that. Because Sylvian looks like a certain piece of anatomy. So, I mean, not that this doesn't either, but hey. So let's do this so we can get the fold legitly, so that we're not, you know, bugging things out. I mean, not that it changes much. It's that if you didn't know and you're listening to this video as one of your first videos that I've said this in, yeah, you can jump down without using Venushka here, but I'm pretty sure that's a bug, and I don't want to get used to relying on a bug for this, at least for this much anyway. You know, if I'm testing things out myself, I don't really mind. More importantly, there's also a chest here that could give you anything from a bear trap, 2 light blue vials, or you could get, you know, the Salmon Snake rune. Or arm guards, either is good, but Salmon Snake rune is obviously better. Arm loss, it protects from arm loss, leg loss, bleeding, and infection? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's true. Anywho, yeah, so let's go. We'll come back here later. And hopefully, I mean, there are heads I could say. Yeah, I should have just defeated those Moonscorch because there's a circle coming up I could have used to sacrifice heads. But anywho, what I was talking about in the run is, yeah, if this run reaches the end and I get to the tower, I mean, there are not a lot of contestants left, so I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's highly likely I finish the video, but if anything bad happens, like I have to reload because Abella or I die, then obviously we're going to see an extra episode. But, I mean, I guess you'll find out. I'm not putting timestamps on the videos from now on, so, I mean, if you want to just skim through the video and see if I've ever reached the tower, then yeah. Otherwise, I mean, maybe I will add in the difference if I get to the tower, because, as I said, this mod does introduce something different. So, when I reach the tower with Abella, hopefully it's not too bugged in. Again, I didn't test every use case test case. I didn't test every case, so if people were to get their hands on this mod, if and when I distribute it, if you find a bug, I mean, you're probably going to let me know. But it will probably be on an itch.io page, if anything else. So what was I doing here? Oh, we're going to go to the the thingy. We're going to the temple site, heading towards the temple site, and if we lose our arms, I mean, that's what we have 2 people here for. I also would want to, it's too late now. I was thinking of going to Kefir's, because I could just end up picking shillings here and there, but now I'm thinking, I mean, I could go. I don't think I've really gone through the sewers yet, so I might as well do some sewer. Yeah, let's just make absolutely sure. No, yeah, you know what? No, screw it. I shouldn't really say screw it. That's a bit negative, but you get what I mean. I'm just gonna head to the temple area, and if we somehow die, we somehow die. But hopefully we don't. That said, I think Abella is using the axe, so I need to give her something lighter. Funny enough, I could use the Iron Spear because I'm using eyeglasses, but since she can get her arm chopped off, and me too, as Karen, then let's give ourselves a one-handed item so we can try to finish the fight faster. How many pep pills do I have? 4. That's not enough. Preferably I want 6-ish, but oh, I haven't gone in this church yet, have I? Well, can I pick up shillings from these? I'm about to find out, I guess. Oh, yeah, I can. Well, that was... Well, ask and I shall receive. Also, I never picked up... Oh, I never picked up the thing. Well, I mean, I can just drop the ceiling onto the floor now. I've done the loot. If I wanted to fight the optional boss, I really should have just done this. But obviously, if you were present for the last video, you'll know the reason why I did what I did. Because it was for Abella affection increases. So we had to go through the underside anyway. I might as well have done the church that way. But I mean, here is good for battles as well. You know what? I'm just gonna risk it. Oh my goodness, I got 9 shillings over, man. I should have went to Kefir's. It's too late now. Well, that's it. There are not a lot of coin flips, but I usually like to keep one on me anyway. Do we have like 3 of these now? We do. Well, a Bremen chest plate would have been nice, but we still need that as well. I'll let you know when we get to the place where that matters, but for now, I want medals for sure, so we're gonna do this. And we need the effigy, so I'm just gonna crash this through the floor. So, I should be able to make it. You don't need to be the fastest here, but being fast would do a lot of good. So, yeah, when you see that guy down there, that means you're probably gonna get... Yeah, this guy is coming back, so, yeah. For now, though, I mean, I might forget about these lootables here, but I'm gonna leave these urns unopened, because I don't want to pick up more shillings than I have to, because once you get 99, I think they just go to waste, right? Or am I going crazy? Anywho, yeah, let's just jump down here and get the effigy. That's right. Do you have to pick this effigy up to spawn the other Crimson Father? Then I'm going crazy. Well, regardless, we'll do some more looting because not everyone here has protection against. Yeah, and obviously, as I passed this once, someone was probably yelling at me to pick up the effigy. Whoops, I forgot. It's not the worst thing, it's just waste time, but... Anywho, what I was trying to say... And I forgot what I was saying, so never mind, I'm not gonna... I guess I won't continue what I was talking about. I'll try to remember, but... Yeah, so what I was talking about for, like, making the mod anyway, I think I might upload different versions, not really think anything's too specific. It's like one version is as is, the other version has the uncensored mod by... I mean, I could use any... I mean, I guess I could just, you know, mix a bunch, but one of them in particular gives you like a whole bunch of files that you don't need to overwrite, so I might just go pick things out, because again, it's not like anything too dangerous. It's literally things that shouldn't have been included with the mod pack, but with the mod that the person released, but... I mean, I don't really care, but I do care about people downloading things if I'm the one giving the files, so, yeah. I don't want you to download more than you have to, because it's literally the difference between, they're probably like a 600 megabytes of difference, because I tried to make, not an uncensored mod, but, I uncensored a few things myself, and even that doesn't go above, I'm pretty sure, like 60 megabytes. So, yeah, you can kind of already tell. Well, I guess we're going to leave this guy here. I did get rid of Marina already, so I don't have to come back here. There are these guys, though, so, yeah. But yeah, so what that means if I do make an itch.io page for this mod, or basically my combined mods, because this one also includes the Karen versus Valkyrie mod, but, yeah, what I want to do is some cleaning up. And 2, as I figure out what I want to... That's right, I have 16 agility right now. It won't help me against getting my arms chopped off, but hey. Yeah, I don't think I need this. I'm going to do this to avoid bleeding at least. And yeah, we're going to do this. But yeah, so 3 versions. One has... what I planned is one version is just the mod itself with the affection mod, I guess I'll call it. I don't know what I'm really going to call it. But let's just say affection mod for now. The second one is going to be a you know, the mod with uncensored, or not uncensored, with the censor mod of one person, and then I think I'm gonna put up a third one that has a different censor mod by someone. But at the same time, they both have my censor edits as well. Well, yep, there goes my left arm, and yeah, we do our best here. If I lose both arms, I'm immediately going to try and Sylvian, but that's... you know what? I'm going to rush this, because I just saw that I crit, so I'm going to go for another one. Yeah. So he might cut someone else's arm off, or cut my other arm off, but he did Throwing Spear, so it's fine for now. I do have a phobia, though, so I was taking super damage. I was taking a risk, basically, but it's fine. So I don't have to Sylvian. I mean, I can win the game with one arm. That does present a little bit of a problem, though, because... Oh, wait, I did not... What? Mix to prevent bleeding. That probably doesn't prevent you, because what happens is I think the game, when it goes through the arm cut thing, it actually gives you bleeding regardless. And that kind of makes sense. This is to stop bleeding from scratches and stuff. If you lose an arm, you're still gonna bleed. The ring is not magical enough for that, apparently, but we can get rid of that quickly. So, let us use this. And yeah, I would like to get my arm back, because if all I have is the fluted armor, that means one of us is going to be one of us can lose limbs during the end of the game, which isn't the best thing, but I mean, you know. Yeah, because I never got arm guards, and preferably Salmon Snake Rune, but you can't always get that, and anything that does hurting can cut off legs as well. That said, I could just leave a lot of Sylvian circles around, because I have yet to fight Samari as well, so yeah, that's something I need to think about as I'm trying to end the game. But first things first, yeah, we go to Donovan's house, we open up the shortcuts, both shortcuts, and then we Almers this, and then we do other things. So, I mean, yeah, the game does guarantee you fluted armor. It's just that you can get it a lot faster with the bug where you can just jump down from the mayor's manor. But that's a worry for... Oh, we might as well trigger this. We're gonna just end Pav here anyway, so no point not opening. If I were going to accompany Pav back to the train station, then yes, I should open the shortcut first. But since we don't need to, it's fine. Most preferably set up an Almers in Donovan's house. Again, this is probably the only two places I would Almers. The only other time I would use the Almer sigil for teleports is maybe Massimo to save myself on mind and food. But anywho, we'll grab his stuff. We'll take his head and then do some looting, a little bit of looting. I could try to do the a mod fight now, but I'm not actually prepared, so let's not do that. I think I'm missing the Rur Bible, but I don't really need it, so I'm not... If I do go, I'd probably go get Book of Enlightenments. Those are pretty much the only things I need at this point, right? I think I definitely defeated both Olivias, so I don't need... I definitely have... Oh my goodness, I keep getting shillings. Fine, let's open these up first. Can you get shillings from here? I don't think you can, right? Anywho, open up more chests. Didn't get anything. I think there's another trash can here. There is. 3 pistol rounds. And yeah, into Donovan's house I go. There's another chest here, along with a couple of urns, but let's not open those yet. I'm definitely going to forget to open those up when I use my shillings, but hopefully I don't. I think, well, boxes and I think urns can also give you rare loot. I don't remember, though. I feel like they could, but don't quote me on that yet, anyway. Well, Almer's here, so we can port to the train cabin. Again, I mainly... If anyone wants... Oh, you can get shillings from them, never mind. I've gone crazy. But yeah, if anything, I would advise people, you know, you can Almer's... do it at Donovan's house and the train cabin, but after that you usually don't need it. Yeah, it saves you hunger and mind, but that's really only more important in Massa mode, in my opinion. What do I want to do here? Is there anything I want to? There's Bury the Trauma and Unguard. What else would I want? Master, this gives me a free Small Things amulet if I focus right. Otherwise, I might just grab roots. I do have spice forage. Do I want to though? I'm just gonna do this. Do I want to do this? No, I'm not gonna do that. Who am I kidding? So yeah, let's open up the shortcuts now. I need to go to Dr. Kepfer, so let's I opened up the path from Temple Site to the thingy. We're also going the long way around because I have 2 death masks gotten up yet. I know I shot 1. I don't remember where actually. So whoops. But I do I do want to go to Dr. Keffer's. That's what I know for sure. That's the only thing I know for real, and then we'll actually just leave all these lootables open for now, because, yeah. Maybe I can't get shillings from trash can loot, but I'm not going to take the risks, because I've already lost, like, what, 10 to 20 shillings by now? So I don't know why I thought I saw something. Anywho. Yeah, so let's head over. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Doing the Pav event at the temple is probably the most important thing before going to day 2. Aside from maybe Levy stuff, but obviously Levy does not exist anymore. So, also I'm in adrenaline mode. I think it's a bug. I just call it adrenaline mode. What I mean by that is, my stamina's obviously run out, so I shouldn't be able to run anymore, but obviously I'm still running. So I just call that adrenaline. Anywho. So what do I do here for sure? Do I just grab the Hardened Heart? What would I equip? Abella has Leechmongers, I have Ring of Wraiths. At the end, I'm probably going to be putting on. Because the thing is, if I grab a Small Things Amulet, I won't need pep pills anymore, I think? So that's why I'm grabbing it. Yeah. We could do double battles. I was thinking about doing a thing where you need battles on someone else to do things, but I don't think I'm going to do what I plan to do. And then I accidentally clicked off the game, so give me about 5 seconds to get right back. Yeah, and then we'll do some looting, and then we'll come back to Keffer's to get another Small Things Amulet, if needed, because we already have 16, so that should be good for most of what we plan to do. Unfortunately, maybe I should grab Magic. Oh my goodness. Because if I get both of my arms blown off, someone needs to be able to cast magic to... Well, it's the only other way I'm going to be able to do damage. I thought I took something, though. Maybe I didn't. Well, if that's the case, we probably do a Roots That Reap, right? Roots That Reap, Small Things... That feels a little bit oof to me, but... I don't think I have much else of a choice. Zoophobia, Erotophobia. Oof. What do I do here? These guys also can have soul stones. Should I just shoot them? I think I'm just gonna shoot them. Actually, let's go up so that there's no way. Oh, that's right. I only have one arm. Well, I just facepalmed in real life as I'm thinking of what to do. That's right. I mean, I have a lot of asymmetrical circles to use. Let me think for about 10 seconds. So there's Henrik, Samurai. Is that it? In terms of things I'm afraid of getting cut off? I can defeat Don before he becomes Pocket Cat. And if that's the case, I might... Yeah, let's just do the museum thing now. I can loot things while I'm here. Because, yeah, I've now spent shillings, but... there are other things that I have to worry about. Yeah, really only Henrik and Samurai, and I have more than enough. I don't think I've used any except for the Mayor's Manor asymmetrical circle. Excuse me. So, to that end, if that's gonna be how things are, and I think Abella can equip the Circle Spear. Yeah, funny enough, we're gonna be putting a lot of our good stuff on Abella. Mainly because the Circle Spear is a two-handed weapon, so she's probably going to be wearing the fluted armor. Something else I was going to do. Oh, feed people. Yeah, Abella's going to be wearing our good stuff. Again, this is not to immerse myself. This is literally the most optimal thing I could do. If Karen... Well, actually, you know what? Let's just find out now, because I'm pretty sure she can't, but... if it shows up, then she would have been able to equip it. Obviously, I have one hand right now, but I only need one arm for Black Steel. You need 2 for the Circle Spear. I'm pretty sure about that. And if I'm incorrect, well, I guess someone can let me know if you want to. Otherwise, I can slap myself in the face when I find out that I can't actually equip the Circle Spear with one arm. But that the whole reason I'm saying this is because I want Abella to be wearing the fluted armor is what I'm trying to say. So. Meanwhile, while we're here, we'll grab this stuff and maybe Karen becomes the magic user. I mean, she definitely becomes the magic user. That's right. I just explained why. Because Abella can use the Circle Spear, which is a huge damage increase. Unfortunately, it doesn't come with innate accuracy, but that's why Abella is now a glasses-wearing girl. On top of Karen also having glasses on, but that's more for prevention. I feel like I don't have full accuracy right now. I don't know the... Oh no, well, I mean, I do because I have that status effect that Doppelganger Olivia gave me, which would now be a great time to use the Sylvian, or to draw a Sylvian circle. But let's do the... Yeah, so if I do equip Abella with this, though, I definitely need a Small Things Amulet, because then she will not be quick. Yeah, her agility drops like that. So, and I'm giving her eyeglasses for the spear, Leechmongers because Leechmonger, and Small Things. And yeah, so the unfortunate part is because I don't have arm or leg protection. What that means, I don't need to. I'm just gonna be confident and not loot the things in here. Not because I forgot the answer to the puzzle, but hey, really, that doesn't heal my mind? Or unless that's all based on luck. Anywho. Just give me some save books. But, yeah. The unfortunate part is, so the reason why I'm a bit worried is because if hurting blows off one of my legs, I can't run. And if it blows off both legs, I'm crawling all the way. But that's why I said I don't really mind as much. Because, I didn't mean to do that. No, why does it do that? Is it because of that? I mean, hopefully I grab the rare book. That way I can feel better about not getting a dupe. But having an extra save might have been really important, but for now, whatever. I can keep sleeping and stuff, so definitely want one Book of Enlightenment before the end. That way I can save right before the tower. But anywho, let's move on. So Abella has the fluted set on. We can go fight Henrik now. He can only really cut my arms off, so that would be a great time to lose both arms. As odd as that sentence sounds to say out of context, I mean, there's some factual truth to it. That way I can get more oomph out of one Sylvian circle. So yeah. Arm guards would be great, though. Unfortunately, we don't have them. Should I just be porting back? There's a reason why I wanted to come here. Oh, these boxes. Yeah, so let's do that. So... I know there's a bell in here. I could just shoot it, too. That way I can satisfy my curiosity in seeing how much handgun ammo it takes. Also, since I don't have both arms, I can't, Oh my goodness, he just decided to walk up there. Why? 2. Are we gonna get caught? No, not yet. Oh my goodness, please. 3. He lost me for some reason. 4. 5. 6. Oh my goodness, he keeps dodging. 6. 7. 7? Was that 7? Was that a real 7? Or did I lose count somewhere? Anywho. I don't need all of that pistol ammo, so that's why I don't mind. He did drop cloth fragments for me, but that's not what I needed. But if nothing else, yeah, if Henrik doesn't die in 1, that's why I'm worried about getting my limbs chopped off. But again, we'll fight Henrik first. Samri will save for later because she has hurting, and that will hurt. So, all because I wasn't able to get into the city day 1 morning. So, yeah, that's really unfortunate. But, hey, that might actually be the most difficult fight that I have this run, objectively, but we'll see. So, yeah, we're headed towards the Mayor's Manor. And hopefully, I really should save. There's no reason why I shouldn't be saving right now. Zoophobia, though. That shouldn't trigger any phobias. Still, though. Yeah. But yeah, if he cuts off Karen's other arm, that's fine for now. What I'm worried about is, dying. So, either of us. Because again, while objectively the game does go on if Abella's dead, obviously this playthrough as a video and series dies if Abella dies. So yeah, hoping what did I do? What did I do this video? Fight Rancid, get into the temple area? Yeah, that's a lot of real life time to lose, if nothing else. So yep, let's hope. If I run into a death mask, I might just end up dying as well, but let's find out. So run past. I'm pretty sure this one is not active. I also was holding the wrong button to run. And I don't have On Guard or Bury the Trauma. So, Yeah, we'll defeat Henrik, and then I think we'll go to sleep. That's when I plan to do or use the Sylvian Circle and then go to sleep. Sorry, but let's go. Not really much else to do because yeah, I have to wait for day 2 and 3 for the rest of the contestants aside from Samurai. But I don't want to defeat. I can get everything done on day 3 morning, which I would like to do, but if I can't, well, I'll just do some aversion. Also, give me about 3 seconds. 1, 2, okay, good. I had to do something really quickly. Anywho, let's just be sure that we're prepared. Yeah, and we should be as prepared as we're going to be. So, I don't think he triggers any of our phobias, and if he doesn't, hiya! You are part of the Festival of Termina. I have to do. Also, we get a free turn. I think we just one-shot him here. We should be able to one-shot him. If we don't, I'm gonna be very sad. So actually, let me just guard here, so I can get a 3-rev next turn, and he should definitely die. So all that preparation was for almost not. But hey, unless he doesn't die. Okay, good. So yeah, we'll grab his head here, search him for stuff, and then take his head. Well, I would like to get his thing. I think hurting as a spell is is tied to magic accuracy, and the evasion buff only, because there's 2 types of evasion. Even though it's a bit like misleading, I mean, I don't want to say misleading too. It's all misleading, but it's called evasion in this engine in RPG Maker. But that doesn't apply to magic attacks, because there's another stat called magic evasion. And magic accuracy, question mark? Why am I going crazy? Says someone who mainly develops an RPG Maker. Well, I definitely know there's magic evasion, though, so, I mean... And, I feel confident in saying that, if you have evasion, it doesn't include magic, so, because, I've released a certain game that has a character that works on evasion, and so I found out real well there that you need magic evasion as well. But for here, why this relates to what I'm preparing for Termina is as great as Henrik's perk is, it only applies to, in that case, it only applies to physical evasion and not hurting, obviously. So when I give myself the evasion buff, either by bob and weave or through Henrik food, it only applies to physical attacks and not magical attacks. So, unless it does and I didn't look correctly, but I mean, that's why I'm contemplating this now. And then not doing. I should have actually Sylvian circled at the old shack. Is there a closer one? I don't think there is. So, yeah, let's Sylvian now. If we lose more limbs during Samurai, I mean, I want 2 arms, so, yeah. Hiya! Give me the power! Ah! So, yeah. And if nothing else, that heals my body and mine. And we will look for everyone else later. But we'll definitely sleep. No reason not to, aside from first getting soul stones. Also, I should have been picking up the deep blue herbs for heals over time, but yeah, let's say I know there's 2 blue herbs on this map, so let me just go get them. Also, the game is not stopping me from running, it's stopping me from toggling run walk, so I guess I'm just gonna be running the whole way. I think I can continue holding on to run as well, so that when I get my stamina back, yeah. So, let's grab both dark blue roots, and then go to sleep. Yeah, and as you can see, I can now run again, quote-unquote, but I've already been running, so... I have already been running? Am I going crazy? Anywho. So yeah, nothing much else to do, I don't think. So let's just rest now. Abella shouldn't leave my party, if I've done this alright, but let's take a quick look. So yeah, Samurai, Dawn, and then the other 2, I literally wait for day 2 and 3, not respectively, actually, but let's see, 3 soul stones. Yeah, I guess I will get root stat rape then, just in case really weird things happens. Alternatively, I could pheromones from Abella. I think I want to do that. Yeah, there's not really much else. I could grab Master Chef now, but I'm not going to. So, yeah, I guess we'll grab this. So, Abella. This goes on Karen in case Karen loses both arms, and I guess technically I can give her Pyromancy trick as well. Again, more for emergencies, and then we'll save. So, yeah, I think the rest of this video, again, if we can complete the game here, that would be nice, but that really depends on me not dying. I think Dawn is already at the apartments as well, so, yeah, let's go. I really should Spice Forge, though. I think I have Rot, too, right? Yeah, I do have Rot. So, White Rot? Probably should White Rot, all things considered. Actually, did I? No, wait, Rot doesn't work on, or did I change? Okay, so, something I need to think about here is that I think I made it so that the fights that, well, a certain fight that I added in this mod is not affected by Rot. I think I've changed that. If not, well, I guess I'll find out. But, what I want to do, blue is more for saving things, or saving, blah, blah. If nothing else, if I'm not going to be getting into other fights, I should just do this. I think I can't, no. Can I Rot Samurai? There are certain fights you can't Rot, just base, but... blah. Which one is double? I forgot. For Roots That Reap, anyway. I think it's red, because I think blue saves you on MP for Pyromancy? Question mark? Well, I've made my choice, so, yeah, away we go. Do I want to do the one thing first, or do I want to do another thing? What am I talking about when I say that? I am talking about going to Dr. Keffer's to get another, yeah, I might as well. Yeah, I might as well. So, you know what? If I have a bear trap, yeah, I'm gonna run across this, and if he wakes up somewhere, so be it. Can I bait him, actually? I can't tell. Maybe he's not active. Hopefully he's not active. We're gonna find out. So, because I will run across that just to save time. But, yeah, let's go to Keffer's and get another Small Things Amulet. And I looted those trash cans as well. And then, yeah, we're gonna do that. The plan is, if the plans change, then plans change. I need to loot this as well. Paprika, whatever. Could have been a blue herb or red herb, but for now, yeah, the plan is, get a Small Things Amulet, go beat Samurai. No, actually, get a Small Things Amulet. Shoot this thing first, though. Now that I have 2 arms, because I couldn't do so earlier because I didn't have 2 arms. 2, 3, 4. I might as well shoot the other one while I'm here. I didn't know. Oh, I didn't check. I think it gives me a soul stone. I don't think that's guaranteed though. So let's just keep going. Let's just shoot the other one while we're here. Nothing else to shoot really. So it might as well be an Inquisitor. Can I stop zigzagging myself? Why are you zigzagging? 1, 2. Oh, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna walk up first. 3, 4. Yeah, and then we'll get the Small Things Amulet. On the way, we may go for Dawn. I could go for him right now. I didn't check. Why am I not checking my loot here? But yeah, first, okay, yeah. So what we're gonna do is go get. We're going to go get the Small Things Amulet from Dr. Keffer's. Then we're gonna go fight Dawn, and then we're gonna go fight Samurai, and then from there on, we should be okay. If August is here, we'll fight him too. I think he can be on daytime, or was it evening? We're about to find out. So, Preville Northwest. Hello. I'm here for another Small Things Amulet. Again, this is more so that I don't have to pop pep pills during the end game, or as many, but we'll see. Yeah, that one's active, and I defeated it. We can walk over. We walk over here, then we walk back. If August is here, then we defeat him. He is. Hello, August. Goodbye, August. Abella will help me here because she has affection. She'll trust Karen. Oh, wait. What happens when I do that? Prepare to die. Does that... Oh, that does that. Okay, that cuts in because that counts as a thing. Please don't kill me. Okay, good. Yeah, so that was dangerous. Anywho, moving on. Also, I should have unequipped pheromones, but we're too late here. So, hey. So I need to keep track of that because, yeah, that could get me killed. So, hopefully it doesn't. That should only happen on one turn. Or enemies that do turn 1 breakneck or turn 1 coin flip. Sorry, it's called guard breakneck. That's the switch. Specifically, that's the switch that gets toggled for coin flip attacks, which include insta kill attacks. So yeah, usually that gets toggled, and then that triggers the killing blow, whether that's a skill or just an animation. Usually it's a skill. It's a 2-step process, so August Takes Careful Aim is the name of the first skill that flips the switch that is Guard Breakneck Turn On switch. Oh, I was going for Dawn. And then the battle events handle the event, so it goes to a conditional that activates when Guard Breakneck switch is on, and then it performs the actions on that page, which is mainly the coin flip, and if you fail the coin flip, then it activates a second skill that just chops off your head, in that case. But, anywho. Did we get rid of these? No, we did not. So let's kite this around for a moment. I'm pretty sure I put a body somewhere as well, but it never hurts to be safe. So, do you not know how to get around this, please? Alright, I'm just gonna walk around you then. I'm still in tension mode, though, so... Oof. But yeah, we can do this. I think there's a body. Let me just check to be sure. No, there is not. But we need to run into Don, so if he's not here, so be it. We can rest again. If he is, then yeah, we'll take care of him here. But yeah, that's how you handle, and that's something I had to get used to, because obviously, I already said that the Karen vs. Valkyrie mod is active in here, which might just be shipped with the, or distributed with the, Affection mod if and when I release it. I could try to take it out. Maybe I'll make another separate download. But what I'm basically trying to say is I had to make a fight that had a coin flip in it, and that's how I know. That's how I know more about the Guard Breakneck conditional. I already knew about it, but I didn't know its inner workings until obviously I had to deal with it myself. So, and it actually makes a lot more. It's a lot more relevant because that is literally what the attack that kills you is in that fight. It's a head cut. So head rip, I don't know what it's called. I don't remember what the status is called, but as we fight Dawn here, hold on. Well, too late, we're in this. You can't back out of it. So Abella pheromones, but I don't really have anything else I can do. Wait, does that cast it on me? I don't even remember. Does that cast pheromones on me? Why would it? Because I'm curious about that because I saw that the animation appeared above Karen. Am I going crazy? Did I give Karen pheromones? If I did, I should probably not Spice Forge anymore. But no, yeah, Abella's the one who's using it though. Yeah, because she's the one who's, yeah. Well, I guess I'm about to find out. So, or I'm going to find out during the Samurai fight. In that case, I'm going to probably burn a Book of Enlightenment when I get there. But essentially, we're at endgame. I mean, we were at the late game at minimum once we got into the temple site. But what I mean by that is there's only one contestant left, and I can't really run into him anywhere. So, yeah, I do need to reach the church though. So, whoops. I should be able to immediately defeat this thing. Actually, I can leave one of the... No, that's right. Well, let's find out if we crit one of these. That would be nice. Okay, we do. And if this hits high enough, yeah, that she one-shots him. So, I mean, I might as well take your head while I'm here. The other one, I don't know. It's probably to the west somewhere, because I remember doing some kiting. Anywho. No mob, thankfully, so away we go. 1 out of 6? I can't remember. Anywho. This is not the way towards the church. I'm just taking a long way. I should have just went through the staircase. Well, you know what? Well, it's shorter to go this way. Unless the death mask on the staircase wakes up, then we have a bit of a problem. But I think that would still be faster, because what I'm going to end up doing is shoot the death mask anyway, so, you know. Yeah, so nothing. Otherwise, the game would have either froze for a bit because it loads in a lot of stuff, or something else. I'm a bit busy running south right now. But yeah, a lot of things to learn about Battle. The next thing I'm probably going to learn is actually, not appropriately, properly is the word. Properly adding enemies and or events to the game, if nothing else. So, yeah, that's probably gonna be what I plan to do next. Again, if I were to make the mod feel more complete, is Doppelmarina here, by the way? No, not yet. So, yeah, though, I don't think I want to fight her because she has, Black Smog. So, unless you can one-shot her as quick as possible. Well, okay, fine. You want to do this? Let's do this. I should really turn that off. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, and yeah, Diplomacy with Persuade allows you to pretty much one turn. If you have two party members, yeah, the chance of you not getting out of that fight quickly is pretty low, but... yeah, okay, so I am going to leave Pheromones on, because I'm curious what's going to happen there, when I go to fight Samurai. So, if Samurai just targets me the whole time, then, I guess we die, because too much hurting is going to end up killing me. Just by nature of me losing all 4 limbs. So, yeah. We're about to find out. That's why I said I was going to use the Book of Enlightenment. But anywho. Also, I'm pretty much going to speed through the... I'm going to speed through the dialogue because I did not add any changes to the dialogue here. If and when I add Marina Affection, that's obviously I would want to do some things here. But for now... because I'm not sure. And since I already used the Funger statue in the church, I'm going to use a Book of Enlightenment instead. Also, Pocket Cat is now gone because I defeated Dawn, so yeah. Anywho. So yeah, right before... I might even want to pop heroin, but no, we don't have enough. So yeah, let's use the Book of Enlightenment here, and I will, see if First Pheromones doesn't end up getting me killed. Literally me. Because yeah, we'll give Abella this. And then we will find out what I can and cannot do. So, hello, Samurai. You've been here a while. No, she's already dead. Yeah, ellipses. Yeah, ellipses again. My nose! So first Pheromones. Okay, that did go over Abella this time. But, talk this through. What's so weird about wanting to talk? But she radiates. So let's guard so I can rev 3, and then we go as fast as possible. Not that we really can, but I'll do my best. Otherwise, I really should go for the arms, but I think the arms are quite tanky anyway, so, yeah. Let's hope she targets Abella as Pheromones have planned, because if she doesn't, this might end up being quite bad. Okay, she does. That's good. So yeah. So she's gonna raise some dead people. I probably should get rid of them. With 2 people though, can I rush this? I normally do this with 1, and that usually means I have to defeat the ads, or I could just do that. Never mind. Why was this so hard for me otherwise then? Am I going crazy? I swear I did not edit any values, so... we'll do this. I don't remember if you can actually cut the head off. You can, okay. And then nothing else to do here, so that's... yeah, that's Samurai, and all we have left is Caligura, so... again, reminding myself that... unfortunate, and yeah, this mod does not take, well, I mean... again, I call that the difficulty of the mod because base game Termina, obviously I should be wearing, or Karen should be wearing the fluted set here as the main character. But because I've made a mod where you can make it to the end with more than one character, the base game assumes that you're only going to have one character most of the time. So therefore you can put the fluted armor and all the good gear on them. However, now that you have, again, with this mod, now that I have Abella with me as well, now I have to choose. Do I give limb protection to the other party member, or do I give it to myself to that so that we don't lose limbs, basically? And that's the problem, because again, the base game is more balanced and designed for one character most of the time, and we're not playing with only one character. So that means there's only one fluted armor set that I can use between two characters or more if and when I mod those in. But I don't really, if you want to be nicer, you could, if you were, say, in charge of this mod, you could add other ways to protect your limbs for 3 or 4 or 2 party members. I'm not, because I'm just gonna let that be the difficulty of the thing. That's a choice that's a conscious choice I'm making, not one that I've forgotten. So, and if anyone asks for it, I mean, I'm not gonna give it to you. So, and again, that's not the worst thing in the world, because, well, you could just RNG into, well, there are at least 2 main points of that. One, you could just RNG into arm guards and or a salmon snake rune anyway, and 2, people could just end up save scumming anyway, so, like, to give themselves said items. So, it is what it is. We'll port back to the train cabin and rest. So, yeah, I could probably even just dump Abella at the train cabin and she shouldn't leave me, but, I mean, I guess I can test that here. Because all I'm really doing is waiting for day 3 evening. Or day 3, really. Because, yeah, that guy down on the bottom right is the only one left. So, we'll save it once, and if for some reason Abella disappears, then at least I've tested things out. But, yeah, what I could do is well, actually, does she not drop? Because characters are now hostile? I guess we can find out. So, yeah, she won't rest here anymore. But regardless, if the character is or is not in your party, the game, I can explain this as I'm pretty much autopiloting this part, yeah, so the game, every time the day changes or the time changes, what the game does is it goes through an event and basically progresses the game, whether that's people dying because events happen without you being there or you are there, whether characters do certain things, flipping variable switches so that, characters are doing things. But normally around day 3 evening is when characters really leave your party. So whether or not they're in your party, if you leave them at Preview Bop, they'll disappear. If you leave them in, if they're in your party, they'll disappear regardless because they'll just be removed. Things like that is what I'm saying. But now that we're here, yeah, so we should be able to end the game now. I did not make any of my mods for ending C, but if you're doing ending C, usually you're planning on getting rid of everyone anyway, so that's why my mods are currently only for B, but I could theoretically leave them for C, even though C, I mean, to not spoil too much, even though I am spoiling things, it kills everyone anyway, like, yeah, so ending B is really the only one that really makes more of a difference. And then ending A as well, if you decide to do things. I could talk about that as well as I'm going through this. So, ending A, I did want to make a big mod, basically a whole expansion, or not expansion, but a big mod for ending A. Unfortunately, though, that takes a lot of work, because I practically would have to start things from the very beginning. But, I mean, I could work from the end and, rewind, so it's not as bad. So yeah. Do I want to make sure I'm ready for this? I think I am. 16 agility should be all I need. He's not going to cut any of our arms off, so actually I can... Oh, I don't have something better though, so... I guess I'm just going to Blue Vial. And we're going to go in like this and hope we don't die. I could... No, I saved it. I'll have to rest a lot more, but you get what I mean. I saved things, so hey! But yeah, if I wanted to make a bigger mod for ending A, and I ended up never doing that, so, yeah. Oops, I should guard. Yeah, we'll guard. So Abella does, so when she uses pheromones, it's random, isn't it? It looks like it is. Let's see if he hanky-panky's carrot. He does, so, yeah, you have to luck out, unfortunately, but that's what I get, so we'll just start doing this now. Abella should be able to just focus 1. Still want to keep guarding, though. Anywho. So, but yeah. If I do end up... Again, I'm pretty sure the developer will release an update before that point, but Nonetheless, whether I make a mod or not before or after the dev updates something, I really should heal here, but I'm going to do this instead. I think I can cut 3 arms off this turn. I'm going to take a risk. Unless I miss. Actually, I shouldn't, unless the arms have inbuilt accuracy. So, nonetheless, I'm going to still light blue vial with Karen, and then Abella can cut off arm 2. But yeah, whether or not the developer doesn't update, I'll have to learn it anyway, because that way I don't interfere with anything that the... Because I'm sure, I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but what I'm trying to say is if the developer adds encounters on top of the new maps or events, then I want to make sure, you know, I'm not... Any of the switches or variables I currently have active are not going to conflict with any that the developer uses in the same slot. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But basically, conflicts can happen. If the developer adds events or changes any base gameplay mechanics, I have to readjust things here and there. If they even remove certain switches and variables for whatever reason that are, you know, kind of based to the game that happen to conflict with things that I've done with the mod, then yeah, I have to change my mod basically. So again, though, I think I've done a good job of making sure that things are not very intrusive. But I have changed a few. Obviously, I had to change a few maps to account for things. Minimum, though, yeah, in a perfect world, I would actually just make additional maps. But the conflicts there, the cons there is that if the developer makes a map and he doesn't, well, in its default, then I probably would, yeah, I should probably think about IDing my maps differently, because when you create a new map on in RPG Maker, it just goes to the next logical one. So say there are 100, I think there's like at least 100 maps in Termina. But say there are 150. If I just, you know, create maps without IDing them differently, what happens is that if and when the developer you know, adds an update with more maps, basically, they're going to conflict because they're going to have the same ID, so the game's going to look to port you to a certain ID of a map, because that's normally how teleportation or transporting you between maps works. And then it'll transport it to either my map or the developer's map, depending. Usually the file overwrites itself, but obviously if, say, my mod has to transport you to map ID 152, and then the developer puts out an update that has a map 152, then my mod's going to port you to the developer's map. So that's not where I would want you to go. But I would still want to do it that way, and that probably might be the better way to do it. I mean, someone could correct me if I'm wrong, or if you know what I'm talking about, we could, you know, think about this stuff. But as I reach the ending here, I should probably just ID my maps differently. The reason why I like doing that is because that way I'm not modifying events that are part of the base game, which you have to do at some certain point, so that for me, again, I'm basically telling you how I'm making my mod. So say at the tower, since I branch off into a different map, I have to edit an event in the base game map, obviously, because otherwise I would never be able to reach my own modded maps. I should actually save outside. I'll mention why in a moment. But to complete the thought, or to complete what I'm saying, yeah, so I have to modify one map, which means you have to overwrite that map file in your copy of Termina, so that you can reach the others. But then all that you would have to do is add these extra maps, which won't overwrite anything. They still take a little bit of space, but they're not really the biggest maps, so it should be like less than 1 or 2 megabytes tops, usually. And so yeah, that's why I would like adding in maps rather than doing things. However, again, like I said earlier, they have to not conflict with more IDs that that developer adds in when they add in more maps to Termina, if and when they do. But yeah, for better or worse. So the reason why I saved outside this map, I'll end that topic for now, is because if you save it on the same map and you load it and you say use, like what I'm about to do here, if you use heroin, what happens is that your screen will black out and you'll actually, I think you still use the heroin, but you kind of get locked for the moment. So let's use it here now. I think I have access to the tower. But basically save outside the map that you're planning to use most of your items in, and you'll usually be fine. So yeah, as we approach the main divergence of, you know, because this doesn't exist in your game. This is a private mod right now. So the things you're going to see here are not in your copy of Termina, is what I need to say. But I'm not going to not do what I can. And you can do this fight. It's going to be a fight. No reason not to hide anything. I'm about to run into it. But the reason why I say you could fight it earlier, but it would be better to save it for last. Anywho, actually, I messed up there. I wanted to say something. So, yeah, so Abella should say this if her affection is high enough not to die, but not high enough to enter the tower. I had to make it this way because I accidentally trapped myself for a moment here, but we'll let this play out. Hopefully my heroine doesn't go down as we're doing this, but yeah, she'll say different things depending on the affection level, and then I kind of had to make a change here, but this should work. I think I tested it, but yeah, says as a question mark about I didn't really give any reasons. Things just happen, which I think is okay for now, but I didn't really add much else. Again, this is all kind of bare bones, but I'll let you kind of read it as I stop for 2 seconds here and there. Hopefully, I really hope my my heroin buff doesn't run out, but yeah. Also, I mean, if you're on mobile, I should be narrating this, so I guess I will. Abella just wanted to help them all. Hurry up and accept it. That she's not what she thinks she is. She's not some master craftsman. She'll never be important. She doesn't even make a good woman. What is she really? Don't listen to her, to this doppelganger. The truth is, you never knew what you were, Abella. All you do is pretend and work. Every nail to shut those doors of concern. Every hammer to drown out the doubts. Every creation to make you feel better. Stop! And yeah, we get into the fight. So, again, not really a lot of explanation given. Please don't let me be in withdrawal, by the way. That would be very bad. But yeah, we should be fine for now. Abella's not in her right state of mind. I must do something, and thankfully, well, she'll still do first pheromones, but for the most part, if you don't do anything, she basically just stands there and does nothing. But if you have Persuade immediately, you can basically snap her out of it. So, if you don't have Persuade, the other thing you can do is keep calling out to her, and there is I think the first time you're guaranteed not to, but after every other time, you get a 25% chance to snap her out of it so that she can actually fight and defend herself, because while this battle isn't like the most difficult thing, I mean, obviously if you have a character that's not doing anything, just getting hit, then it's not great. On top of that, so you might be wondering, well, if you're fighting against the Chognar, aren't you just going to get your head blown off? The answer is no, because I've changed that attack. So I've given her another copy of the attack that instead doesn't give you head trauma. Instead, what it does is lower your mind as usual, but it also has a chance of giving you, I think 35% chance of giving you nausea, and then a 25% chance of giving you a concussion. Thankfully, though, because we have Bremen Elite helmets could protect you from getting concussion, so there's no chance I can get stunned. And this is base status concussion, meaning you're going to be stunned for 1 to 3 turns, which is quite a bit. So that's where most of the difficulty is in preparing for this fight, if you know that it's here. But anywho, so yeah, I've kind of spoiled the fight for anyone who wants, yeah. I mean, if you're watching this playthrough, then obviously you're spoiling yourself. But anywho, that's pretty much the most of this fight, aside from me also increasing the HP of the torso and the arms and the head for the most part. I think it might be more efficient to take the legs off, maybe, but anywho, as I go, I can talk about other things while I'm pretty much autopiloting this. I shouldn't die no matter what. If I had a phobia, maybe, but for now, so yeah, the trickiest part right now, unless someone else has a better way to do it, is that I have to position, because obviously if you're watching this, you probably know. If you don't, I'll explain it. Each body part is a separate enemy, and so what you have to do when you're making a mod or making enemies in Termina is that you have to put them together, basically, like an action figure. Unfortunately, if they're not put together correctly, what will happen is that you'll see kind of, I don't have a mouse on screen, but basically you'll see a bit sticking out, basically, and that's not good, that's not good. You want things to not overlap. And sometimes when you're fighting things, you'll see underneath, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Anywho. Again, if someone else has a better way, let me know. So yeah. I know all of that. Maybe Abella will become something like that. Maybe she'll just end up dead somewhere. Well, not when I'm in control, maybe, but this tower's the end, isn't it? Is it? Let's get to the top and finish this. Anytime Karen's ready. And yeah, we should be ready now, because now when we interact with the tower, Abella will say this. Her body feels alive. What's waiting for them behind the door? Well, I know, but hey, we'll be able to open it. So feel energy flowing through the door. Should we be feeling like this? Well, you can. You both feel euphoric, although I should say, I should really kind of generalize that, because if you come in here with 3 or more, then that makes no sense. So really, I should change that. Anywho, I'm gonna do heroin again, because, yeah, I'm pretty sure it might run out. If it does, I haven't tested that yet, but I have 4 uses of heroin. I might as well use them both. I can also give them pep pills, but I don't think I'll need it. At least not for, per cal. And oh, this goes on while I'm doing this? What is going on? Let me get rid of that. And let me re-equip things, cause yeah, I don't think I'll need the eyeglasses anymore. I'm not debuffed. I do have a Salmon Snake rune. When did I get the Salmon Snake rune? Well, okay, I guess I am gonna equip that. Yeah, and as long as as long as we have the heroin buff, we should be able to just do anything we want. Unfortunately, so I have to give myself battles. Rur won't punish Abella, but it will still punish me if I don't have the thing. So, I guess I'll get Getsu. Yeah, I'll get Getsu, and oh yeah, because you have the fluted, you need the Small Things Amulet. And what else? What else do I give you? I guess I could just give you a lot more. This loadout means that Karen has to heal herself, but we should be fine. So yeah, and I'll kind of let this rock. Let's find out if my heroin buff doesn't wears off before I finish talking to Perkel. But we're on day 3, so we should be on the route to ending B. I also forgot to add Abella when you're rising up, but I added her here though. So yeah, and Perkel says something a bit different and acts a bit different, because he should when he sees 2 people. I would have thought to have seen only one of them. I wonder what powers have come together to cause such a result. I forgot to... I thought I removed this period at the end of this question mark. Gosh dang it. Something like that is like, ugh. Anywho. For me. But anywho. Yeah. Hey, say something, says Abella. What in the world is going on here? What was it all for? Oh, no explanation for those who would taint the festival of Termina, both in capital F and capital T, as I figured out. But for all we know, there are pawn to powers greater than them. It is likely their existences here are a mere fabric of fantasy, and it is. This is essentially just fan fiction. Anywho. Not curious about the endgame? Yeah, I didn't really, I mean, you know, Abella quips here and there, that's all you need to say. I just don't want to, lose my, heroin buff. So, let's get into this. So, yeah, nothing really changes here. We have diplomacy, but it does nothing for, Rur. Also, I never got rid of nausea, which is actually a bit concerning, because that does kind of make a difference. But for now, let's guard, because he can summon a lunar meteorite that does 50 damage. But yes, realistically speaking, having an extra party member helps out here as well, as we obviously know from people who bring ghouls and blood golems into this fight. Having more bodies helps out. Of course, the difference here is that yeah, blah, blah, blah. So let me just do something here, because I accidentally did a thing, and I'm gonna mute myself. So I didn't say anything terribly bad, it's just that I did a thing. But as we sit here and attack Perkel, yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so obviously if your blood golem dies or your ghouls die, it doesn't matter as much. But obviously here it matters a bit more, because you don't want precious party members to die, because, you know, you'll see them at the end of the game. But anywho... but again, objectively, this does make the fight easier. Whether you care about, you know, Abella, Marina, whoever I decide to make affection mods for, or not. So, yeah. But yeah, for the most part, there is one other thing as I kind of autopilot through this, and I should be able to autopilot most of the time, but, yeah, so what happens is that at the end here, because I know since I've been debugging things and testing things here and there for, you know, mod ideas or mods or changes I've done to see what I can and can't do, yeah, if you enter this tower and technically, like, through some illegal way, with people still alive, what happens is that the game just kills them all off anyway. So you do have to, for anyone either making a mod or anyone curious, you do have to account for, you know, you have to do some things to make sure people don't die at the end of the game. So for me, it's usually something simple like flipping a switch, but then that means I have to add at least 7 or up to 13 switches if I want to do things. Unless I'm doing ending A, but obviously this is ending B, so Abella wonders what wonders what is happening, and she and I are getting ready to fight the moon. I did equip Salmon Snake Rune, right? So I should have that ready. If I don't, I'm gonna be sad. But I think we should be fast enough for anything. Otherwise, alternatively, I could also... Nah, we should be okay. So I'm gonna guard here. Actually, I need to get rid of these eyes. I need to get rid of these eyes because Abella's mine can hit 0, and when it hits 0, that's gonna make things a lot worse for the fight after Rur. For those who've seen it already, you know what I'm talking about. For those who haven't, just know it's gonna get bad. Not the worst, but I mean, it would be a good idea to keep my mind healthy. Because if for no other reason than getting planophobia here would be bad. At the same time, Rur triggers every phobia, but that's not what I'm worried about here. So, yeah, a double should usually. I'm not sure actually. Well, we're gonna find out. So we're gonna continue guarding and yeah, pretty much autopiloting through this fight. But, yeah, you have no time to rest. I did not give you any time to rest, for those who don't know, so there's no chance for me to use vodka, pop more heroin, things like that. So, oh, that's an AoE, that's right. Can I survive another one? I don't think I can. So I'm actually going to heal this turn as Karen. Abella can keep on attacking because she's holding on to the Leechmongers, so she should definitely be able to survive. Alternatively, if I had the Hardened Heart, I would be able to survive. But I mean, that's not the case, so... You know what? I'm going to take a risk. So I'm going to attack with Karen this turn. Actually, no, I'm not. That's a bad idea. Because that doesn't give me 3 rev because I'm not guarding. So yeah. Anywho. And yeah, and Rur has 6,500 HP, I believe. So yeah, we have to get a lot done, is what I'm trying to say. Did I do this correctly? I think I didn't. So... Let's just keep working the eyes off. Because they can target anyone. And I think they all target the same character because they're all treated as the thing. I think it's the last target. I can't remember. Anywho. But yeah, eventually we have to do... We could rush Rur as well, but I'm not going to because, again, I'm worried about Abella's mind. So... Granted, with 2 characters, with 3 or more characters, I can definitely see people rushing through. But, in that case, I can prepare a little something in that case. If and when my mods reach the point where you have 3 or more characters in this fight, anyway. Even though this, again, to me, this is more fanfiction. If anything else, I have my own little headcanon, and it has to do with ending A, obviously. But, yeah, again... I'm not to say that the developers should do certain things a certain way. Again, the developers, whether they do Termina or whether they do something completely different, that's up to them. But I, on the other hand, I mean, listen, if I can make mods or I can do things for the community and the game or the developer or anyone else, I'll do so. But for now, we're just going to be sitting here looking at this as I try to defeat this as soon as possible. For now, actually, there's something at the end. What am I talking about? The whole reason is to have Abella survive this. So obviously something at the end is going to be different. But again, this fight and the fight after are not part of the changes I made for... The Abella Affection mod, I guess, I think overall I'm just going to call it the Affection mod. I should add something else, though, because that's just a bit... Termina Affection mod? What do I call it? I had a cough. But... Let me heal this turn, because I want to be healthy moving into the next fight. So, yeah. But, we are... Do I take a risk? No, I'm not going to take a risk. Who am I kidding? So, yeah. I wonder what happens if I give someone meditation and the other one advanced. What happens when I do that? Anywho. Abella, this turn you heal. Do I have enough mixed herbs for this last? I think I do. I'm pretty sure I can rush this last one. Unfortunately, I didn't get the healing off, but... hopefully I don't die here. Otherwise, well, we're gonna see. So, yeah, I fixed this up as well. So, theoretically, you're all just sitting there kind of dreaming and stuff, but... Hey. Also, I kind of skipped things, so you're gonna see Karen here go from this, and then they're just gonna get back up. The game is supposed to fade out and stuff, but I accidentally skipped it. But, anywho. Yeah, nothing else here except for this. And I think... Ooh, I need to check something. Anywho, as I get into, I guess, the Karen versus Valkyrie part of this playthrough, yeah, I have to survive this as well. I did add a dialogue here for Abella, obviously, because, well, if you're standing there seeing 2 Karens, they should probably say something. So, I didn't have a good idea as to what to say, though. A lot of these are, like, placeholder-type dialogue things, but, hey, we don't have to fight. but we're gonna fight. That's just a guaranteed. So, anywho. I don't think she's joking, Abella tells Karen. But, as Doppelganger Karen Moonscourge is here, then, yeah, we're gonna fight the Valkyrie. And, yep, nothing really much else. We just have to survive this. So, if Abella dies here, the normal ending B happens. If I die here, it's game over, obviously. So, we are going to heal. Or do I best to heal? I think I should still have enough agility. So the thing about this is that this Valkyrie has 12 agility, so you need a bit more. Although, I should still get extra turns here. The problem is that Karen does not have leech... And you only have one leechmongers to give between people, so there's that to consider as well. But, yeah, we should be fine, relatively. Let's find out. Ooh, do I die here? Don't die. I have zoophobia, but I thankfully don't have a phobia here. I think this is something different. Anywho. Help! Okay, good. Yeah, leechmongers really should have went to Karen, but we should be fine here still. Because since the Bellans attack alternatively, and I don't think that's something I did. I literally just copy-pasted what we had for what the Bellans do. So that's how I, feel confident that they alternate their attacks. Meaning this turn they won't attack, but next turn they'll take aim. Or, they'll take aim, but the next turn they'll attack. They do add quite a bit of damage, though, so it would behoove me to make sure I don't die. It also would behoove me to start guarding soon, because I sped up the coin flip here, and the preceding coin flip, or the coin flips that happen after. But anywho. Yeah. Nonetheless, we want to guard because we have meditation, so yeah. Where am I losing mind, by the way? Am I just... Oh, that's because the Moonscourge. I think because Moonscourge. If not nausea, but you get what I mean. Not that it matters too much, but... I mean, I want things to be cool, so we're gonna Vodka Abella. Again, you won't be affected by Panophobia in the same encounter, but... I should have more than enough time, if nothing else. Maybe not. This encounter, I think, has 6,000 effective torso HP, so, I mean... And there's no head, so... Yeah, you just have to do raw damage here. And then we keep guarding. Yeah, again, for Karen, it's a matter of doing things. I wonder if she can target Abella. If that can happen, I might need to tweak things. Not that, I would want to leave something like that in. What I mean to say is that if Abella guards and she still gets hit by Helm Splitter, which is what you're going to get hit by, or what the Valkyrie tries to do, then yeah, obviously that's more of a bug, but hey. So, as we do this, and we do another attack, if it dies, cool. If it doesn't, it would require a crit. Yeah, so that's that. Something I should test out is whether or not Abella can be hit by the coin flip here. Usually not, because it should... target something else, but as Abella asks to head down first to check on the train, Karen will tell her to give her a moment. Sure, no problem. She'll be waiting. Don't take too long, okay, Karen? And now Karen is alone on top of the tower. And from here on, it's pretty much near the same until we get back to the train. So I'll skip this part. But yeah, that's the most of the mod. Yeah, it does add, if you want to play the game a different way, you can. But if you're looking for, like, juicy stuff like lore, dialogue, back and forth quips, character events, not quite yet. It's not to the level where I'd be at least satisfied bare bones. Even though I called this bare bones, it's not really bare bones. So, anywho, I'll slow down a bit because this is the last part of it. And I might as well just say now, if you want to support me, subscribing to my channel will help out the most. That way I prioritize things on this channel, like mods for Termina, maybe RPG Maker stuff, to manage to survive through all the horrors and the other game I'm playing on this channel. But first, yeah, Abella says, it sure feels a lot emptier in here. She means more than it was when they first got on. And Karen responds, it sure does, doesn't it? Bella says, I guess what happened here, what we did to the others, we'll have to keep quiet about those parts, won't we? I mean, we were pretty much forced to against our will. I think I said I mean too much. Anyway, weren't we? Yeah, you pretty much were forced, otherwise you get moonscorched and die. Maybe Abella should really think about working on a big project. She means something really big, something that'll change the minds of countries around the world, as I accidentally lose the end quote of there. We have to do something. We can't just sit on what we know now. Ah. Ah! I probably should mute that really quickly. But I'll let the text rock for a moment as I proceed to remind myself to do something. Yeah, for the most part, this is the normal thing. Except for this last paragraph here. So if you don't have Abella with you, you'll get something different. But it remains to be seen whether Karen's sanity will withstand the truth or not. At least she wasn't alone, though. Every now and again, she'd contact Abella because she did survive. I mean, listen, even though it's only for 3 days, when you both survive something like this, something's probably going to happen. But anything to take Karen's mind off of the horrors she'd seen. So she talks to Abella and talks about the mundane. And Karen thinks Abella felt the same, with both of them working on their own projects. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, that's pretty much the mod bare bones right now. I'm still kind of in the testing phase. I want to add more. I want to include more. And, yeah, that'll probably be it. If nothing else, the short version of it is the mod will make the game harder overall, but it will add things like being able to survive with other characters, not just Abella, if I plan to do more. Next, I probably plan for Marina, but we'll see. So, yeah, without further ado, as Abella gets weak from hunger, on the train back. Again, if you want to support the channel, subscribing would help out the most long term. Otherwise, I appreciate that you've watched the video at all, liked it, whatever you want to do. If you want to say anything, ask any questions, make any suggestions, there's a comment section. I usually try to respond. If I'm not sure, then, I'll at least let you know that I've looked at the comment. Otherwise, that'll be it for now. I'll think about what to do because I don't have anything prepared much. But again, that'll really depend on if you want to see anything, or otherwise I'll think of something to do, and I'll see you when I see you. But yeah, without further ado, I won't take up more of your time. There are other people making good content for Fear and Hunger 1 and 2. I mainly focus on Termina. If I decide to play 1, I will. That'll depend on, again, I have a lot of things on my plate, so I'm trying to prioritize everything I'm doing. RPG Maker things aside, writing things aside, Funger things aside, and the other game I'm playing on this channel aside. But, yeah, that's the last thing I did. I just said Karen no matter what. That feels a bit spooky, but yeah, without further ado, that'll be the end of this video, and I'll see you later. Thank you for watching, and goodbye!